Welcome back, everyone, to today's Explainer. So if you've ever actually tried messing around with AI-generated content, you know the absolute headache of trying to keep a character looking exactly the same across different scenes. I mean, one second they look great, and the next they've completely changed clothes, the background is warping into some weird dimension, and the illusion is just entirely broken. Well, today we are cracking the code. We're exploring a very specific workflow from our source material on how to generate realistic, long-form AI vlogs using the Google VO3 ecosystem, and it is designed specifically to maintain that elusive visual consistency.
Okay, let's dive right into this, because honestly, this is the exact question every single creator is asking right now. Getting frame-by-frame visual consistency is pretty much the holy grail of AI creation. Think about it. When your character is talking, walking around, or interacting with the environment, we as the audience need to actually believe it's the exact same person in the exact same world. If your character suddenly grows a third arm out of nowhere or completely changes ethnicities between camera cuts, no way. The illusion is completely shattered. But don't worry, our source material today gives us an absolute masterclass on how to solve this, bypassing all those frustrating errors that usually completely ruin AI generations.
All right, so here's our roadmap for the explainer. First, we'll look at the AI vlog revolution. Second, creating the base image. Third, animating with VO3. And finally, the absolute secret to consistency. Kicking things off with Section 1, the AI vlog revolution.
Look, we all know the deal. Right now, creators are incredibly frustrated. YouTube algorithms can be, well, completely unpredictable, and getting a traditional vlog to actually gain traction is a massive grind. So, naturally, a lot of folks are turning to automated or AI-assisted content just to keep up with the insane demands of publishing. But making a vlog that actually looks convincing? Huge hurdle. If you go searching for tutorials on this right now, you're going to find all these highly complex, frankly fake methods that take literally forever to render, and honestly, they just don't even work anymore. So instead of bouncing around between a dozen confusing apps, we are focusing on a super streamlined, highly effective framework today, and it lives entirely within one very specific tech stack.
And this brilliantly illustrates what I mean. You do not need a massive software budget for this. You really just need these three tools playing perfectly together. ChatGPT is essentially your director, handling all the prompt generation and dialogue. Google Vids creates your initial static base image. And then Google VO3, which you access through Google Flow, steps in to turn that static image into a fluid speaking video sequence. And that's it. That right there is your entire production studio.
Moving right along to Section 2, creating the base image. This is basically the foundational seed for your entire project.
So let's walk through how you actually build that foundation. Step 1, you just ask ChatGPT to draft a detailed prompt for your AI vlog character. Maybe it's someone sitting on a farm or standing in a snowy village, whatever you want. Step 2, you take that prompt and drop it right into Google Vids. Step 3, pick your aspect ratio. Go landscape for a traditional feel or vertical if you're aiming for shorts. Now, interestingly, the source material notes that you actually want to leave the specific consistency toggle unlocked at this early stage. Why? Just to let the engine give you a really great initial variety to choose from. Once it spits out a few options, pick your favorite. And step 4, just download that image straight to your computer. Boom, you now have the official face of your vlog.
All right, Section 3, animating with VO3. This is where we breathe life into that static face.
To pull this off, we are leaning heavily on a very specific feature inside the Google VO3 interface, and it's called frame to video, or image to video. Now, this is absolutely crucial. Instead of just asking the AI to imagine a video totally from scratch, which, let's be real, gives you a random, totally inconsistent character every single time, you are literally forcing the AI to use your specific uploaded image as frame number 1. It has no choice but to build the rest of the sequence out from that exact face and that exact lighting.
So here's the exact workflow to get your very first clip. First, upload and crop your base image right there in VO3. Next, and please don't skip this, it's super important, you have to make sure your output is set to VO3 fast. Okay, then you bounce back to your director, ChatGPT. You ask it to convert your original image idea into a dynamic video prompt that actually includes dialogue. For instance, our source uses an example where the character pans the camera around and says, "Guys, look at my farmhouse and village, what a fun view." You just paste that exact text, dialogue it all, straight into VO3 and hit generate. And just like that, your static image is now a living, talking character.
Which brings us to the big one. Section 4, the secret to consistency.
Because look, getting one cool clip is great, but extending it into a full narrative is where almost everyone fails. When you want to add the next scene, it is incredibly tempting to just hit that little plus button on the timeline and start typing your next prompt. But our source gives a massive warning here. If you do that in the free interface, the system defaults back to an older model, VO2. In VO2, it doesn't support custom dialogue the same way, and worse, it completely loses visual tracking. So you end up with this weird, silent, mismatched clip that looks absolutely nothing like your first one. Falling into this trap literally destroys your entire vlog.
So, the crucial point is this specific technique right here. The magic trick to bypass that whole VO2 trap and perfectly lock in your character's likeness is a little button called Save Frame as Asset. Basically, this is how you grab the AI by the shoulders and say, hey, do not forget who we're looking at here.
Let's actually slow down for a second, because I want to walk you through this mechanical loop step by step. This is literally the core of the entire explainer. Step 1. You drag your timeline playhead all the way to the very last frame of your generated clip. Step 2. Click that plus icon. Step 3. And this is the secret sauce. Before you type a single word, you explicitly select Save Frame as Asset. What this does is it physically grabs the final image of your character from the first clip and uploads it as the absolute required starting frame for clip number 2. Then, and only then, Step 4, you paste your prompt for the next scene.
So, how does this actually look in practice? Well, to make sure the physical actions make sense, you should take a quick screenshot of that last frame and just upload it over to ChatGPT. You tell it, hey, this is exactly where we left off, write the next scene. ChatGPT might write something where your character turns around, or, like in the source's example, maybe her husband walks into the frame wearing village clothes, and she says, guys, my husband's arrived. You take that new, highly context-aware prompt, paste it into VO3. Double-check that the system is still set to VO3 fast, and you hit Generate. And just like magic, the scene extends flawlessly.
3. That's the magic number. It only takes these 3 tools, ChatGPT, Google Vids, and VO3, just looping together over and over. You generate a scene, save that last frame as an asset, get a fresh prompt, and generate the next scene. By constantly feeding the last frame of the previous clip in as the starting frame for the new one, it's like building a puzzle where you hold all the edge pieces. You can infinitely extend your vlog while maintaining absolute 100% visual consistency. The clothes stay the same, the face stays the same, the voice and dialogue remain totally intact.
All right, you now have the complete playbook in your hands. You know the exact tech stack to use, you know the specific feature to animate your static images, and you know that hidden save frame as asset trick to ensure flawless, infinite consistency without ever losing your character's voice. Seriously, the barrier to creating really high-quality, long-form AI content has just been completely shattered today. So I'm going to leave you with this one question to think about. Armed with this exact method, what on earth is your first AI vlog going to be about? Get out there and start creating.